Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron. Now, for the benefit of those of you who are not familiar with the platform or watching this channel for the first time, the reason why it is called Uncommon Sense because here on this platform, we discuss everyday issues where we try to find logical solutions, but not everyone uses logic. So, for that reason, it is called Uncommon Sense. I also have another YouTube channel called Latino Diaspora, which is a much smaller channel where I discuss issues pertaining to Latinos residing in the United States. Um, the link to that channel is in the description. I want to let everybody know that I'm currently live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Also, the subscriber mode has been enabled, meaning if you're not a subscriber and if you wish to enter a comment in the chat, you need to subscribe to the channel. As always, I want to give a huge shout out to all those who have already subscribed to the channel, whether you've been a supporter from the very beginning or just recently joined. I really appreciate your continued love and support. I also want to give a huge shout out to all those who follow me on social media. I also want to give a huge shout out to all those who allow me to enter into your devices and those who watch from the clouds, even the haters. So, what I'm going to ask you to do, if you have not done so already, I'm going to ask you to please subscribe, like, and set the bell notifications to all. So, therefore, whenever I do produce content, you will have the opportunity to catch it live or catch it on playback. And as you can see by the thumbnail, tonight is open discussion for the benefits of those who are not familiar with open discussion. What I will do is I will discuss on several different topics. I will give you my point of view regarding each topic. Of course, the audience will have an opportunity to chime in and express their point of view as well. Also, if the audience have a topic that they want me to address, I will do my best to address it to the best of my ability. There might be some things where it's too risque, which I may not discuss because I want to keep this channel relatively family oriented, so to speak. So the first thing I'm going to talk about, and this is something that was just added on today. Now, I just came across a video earlier tonight. I don't know how true it is. I'm just going to say, it could be true. It could not be true. I don't know. But apparently, if you, I don't know how, but if you have the financial resources to donate $100,000 to the inauguration fund, then guess what? You will have the privilege to pray with Donald Trump and First Lady to be Melania Trump. Now, when I heard that, it's like $100,000 for the opportunity to pray with the incoming president. First of all, in my opinion, that's just a huge waste of money. There's so much you can do with a $100,000. First of all, that will go to a sizable down payment for the house or a condo. You could even buy a car for that amount of money. Okay. You can also set up a scholarship fund to needy children. Okay. And you can basically, what you can do is you can give 100 needy children a scholarship of $1,000 or 10 needy children a scholarship of $10,000 to go to college or what have you. Or that can go a long way to set up a food pantry to provide meals to people who are in need of food. There are so many things that could be done with $100,000. but to donate $100,000 for the privilege of praying with the president. Good evening, Georgia. Thank you very much for stopping by. Tonight it's open discussion. So basically, I'm just discussing multiple topics. Now, I came across a video. I don't know if this is true or this is not true, but apparently, if you wish to make a donation of $100,000, you will have the opportunity to pray with the incoming president and the incoming first lady. While the Bible does say that we should pray for our leaders, okay, but to pay $100,000 just for the privilege of praying with the incoming president, regardless who that person is, okay. Well, I mean, you know what? I mean, if you have the money and if you don't miss it, that's one thing. It's just that I think that $100,000 could be useful in other ways. Like I said, a down payment on a property. You can set up a scholarship. You can use it as set up a full bank. But hey, what did I know? I'm just one YouTube creator that's expressing my point of view. Um, Speaking about creator, my brother from another mother, Georgia, has his own YouTube channel where he produces quality family oriented content. And I see here my friend is here. So let me just state for the record that the views of those who appear on the panel are not necessarily those of the host of the channel. Any attempt to copy the material without the consent of the host is prohibited. By appearing on the call, you waive your rights to your image. Some of the views that people hold may be considered offenses to some viewers. If you do not like the content, you can block the channel. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening to you, Jose.
So, what's up tonight?
No, I actually like what you said though, in regard to what 100K could get you in terms of like a down payment on a house or setting up your own like 501c3 like nonprofit group. This, that, and the third.
Yeah.
What I would do is I would for sure make use of my gift of giving, because if you know that one Bible verse from Proverbs 11 verse 25, it says that if you bless others, then you will be blessed. So I would for sure help a lot of people, especially, now recently I was just in California, but hey, I'm back in Southern Nevada, but you already know how it gets very hot and very cold out here, right?
Yes.
So clearly, like we're going to be dropping down into the 30s again at night. And so I would for sure use some of that money to help needy families who are being evicted or just have been evicted, or, save them from an eviction if they happen to be backed up on like rental payments or whatever it is that's leading up to like the eviction. So I would do
Mm-hmm.
that. But I will admit that you do actually have some very nice looking like manufactured homes out here that could sell for about like 50K. So I will
Yeah.
admit I would for sure just buy like at least like a 3 bedroom manufactured home for like 50K. They're very beautiful, especially on the interior if you like have ever checked them out.
Okay.
So I would for sure do that. And probably for the rest of the money, yes, it'll be towards helping folks.
So I take it if you had $100,000, you wouldn't donate it to the inauguration campaign with the opportunity to pray with the incoming president and the incoming first lady.
I mean, the idea of doing that sounds nice. However, the Lord is omniscient, right? Or omnipresent.
Yes.
And our prayers can likewise be omnipresent for anybody, regardless of where they are in the world.
Correct.
So I could be there with the president, upcoming president, and upcoming first lady in spirit. And that
Yes.
counts just as much as being with them physically.
Hmm.
Because
Yes.
hey, because like intercessory prayer is like a huge thing though, because as we already know in the Bible, Abraham interceded for his nephew Lot when his nephew was not even nowhere near him. And guess what? The intercessory prayer worked. Same principle.
Yes.
But
And
no,
I,
no, no,
yeah,
no. That all that money would just be towards the new house and towards my gift.
yes. And as I recall, unless my memory fails me,
What's up?
Abraham was interceding with God for the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah,
Yes.
and he asked if there was 50 righteous people in the city, would he spare the city? And God said yes. And it kept
Mhm.
going on until he finally reached 10. So it exhibits the extent that God's mercy extends.
For those, yeah, who are after his own heart, much like King David.
Yes.
Yep, exactly. So
Hmm.
same principle though, but yeah, I think that we should have like a gift of giving though, and utilize it to our best ability.
Yes.
So yeah,
Yeah.
like it's funny that we're talking about this, Jose, because I just saw like this 1 minute video though of this guy who was in court for having a car that is not even registered at all. He said that he doesn't drive it at all. He just sleeps in it because he's homeless. He doesn't have any more family because his dad passed away and he was, living with his dad until he unfortunately passed away. And
Hmm.
he says that, hey, he's seriously hitting rock bottom. He's down on his luck. Man, if I had 100 G's, bro, I would for sure find out who this man is. I would pay for his registration. I would pay to get his car, all the repairs it needs, maybe new tires, if he needs new oil change, if he needs like a new control arm, maybe a new radiator or whatever. Hey, I'll take care of the bill so that, hey, he could actually have a working vehicle
Okay.
in a hot minute, though. And I would want nothing back from him,
Hmm.
though. This is no strings attached. This is just the Lord using me to be the light to him. That's it.
Hmm.
That's how it should be. And
Yes.
just go about your way and continue with your divine purpose.
Kind of like the parable of the Good Samaritan, would you say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It does that. It troubles me to this extent that if a person had $100,000, think of the good that could be done. Okay. Now, I'm not saying he should not contribute to the inauguration campaign. I mean, he can do the person, they can do whatever they wish with their money. It's just that I think, in my humble opinion, it could be better used elsewhere.
I agree, dude, because look, like, let me ask the honest question, though. I mean, since, obviously me and you share the same faith, which would you rather be, a disciple or just a surface level Christian?
I would prefer to be a disciple.
Same here. Now, obviously, this is not meant to drag people who may fall into the category of surface level Christianity, though, but we have to tell the truth here about this because even a good sister in Christ and of mine even told me this too. She said, "Hey, Lord can't really use you though if you're pretty much going to maintain this surface level Christian image, or if you're just going to be all over the place." And
Yeah.
she said straight up, "Hey, Jordan, brother, Lord can't really use you if that's just how it's going to be." And she's right about that. So that really woke me up, man. That convicted me.
Hmm.
And I'm just like, yeah, if I had 100 G's, then yes, I would for sure help the man that I was just talking about.
Yeah.
Because I want to be used as a vessel. In order for you to be used as like a vessel, I think that requires the status of discipleship.
Yes.
So I will take the disciple status so that the Lord can use, better yet, not just me, use us.
Another way that that money could be useful, that could be like seed money to help build the church.
Hmm. Exactly. Now, I will admit this. I would I wish it could be like maybe more money, like 200K, because what I would do is maybe buy another manufactured home, 3 bedroom, not for me to live in, not even
Mhm.
for family members to live in. But yeah, it will still be all in my name, but I would extend this to those who are in need of an emergency shelter.
Mhm.
Because this is something that actually my sister, by the way, actually wants to do, or at least something like this, because she's talked about getting like a house and hosting things like her ministries there. And it's just been giving me some ideas too.
Mhm.
That's why, dude, like I have been looking into manufactured homes because I'm trying to prepare myself here. So thankfully, I'm already credentialed in what I'm doing here with my career. I believe it's going to take off. Also, like I said, the manufactured homes here, they're pretty economical if people look up manufactured homes in Clark County, Nevada.
Okay.
And if you buy one, you let like a family stay there, you make sure that, hey, order is maintained, whether they believe in the Lord or not. Just, you know, allow yourself to be the closest thing to God to them, and they will clearly see that.
Yes,
So, yeah, pray for me and my sister that we can hopefully kickstart something like this.
definitely.
But yeah, that's discipleship. And
Yes.
this is not for cloud or anything though. Like no, no. This is all done from the heart.
Yeah. So the next thing we're going to be talking about, of course, next week is New Year's Eve. So
Uh-huh.
there's a lot of people that out there do engage in different type of activities. Like here in New York, there's going to be hundreds of thousands of people that are going to stand outside in Times Square,
Mm-hmm.
waiting for the ball to drop.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be fireworks display at different locations. There's also going to be like a marathon run at midnight. Um, there'll be some that will stay home and be with their families and usher in the new year.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be others that'll be attending. I think it's called watch night services.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will be attending a New Year's Eve party with members of my union.
I'm pretty much gonna stay indoors for New Year's Eve,
Hmm.
unless, the unexpected happens. But yeah, I do hope that sorry, excuse me, but I do hope that you and your coworkers have a wonderful time during the New Year's Eve party.
Yeah.
Sorry, excuse
Well,
me.
one thing I have to be one thing I have to be mindful of. I'm going to be in the Times Square area, but I'm going to be indoors. Okay. And of course, when you have that many people out there, uh, you're going to have people that are going to indulge in some
Yeah.
adult beverages, if you get my drift.
Time to get wild and drunk. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to keep it G rated, but yeah,
Yeah. Let's just tell it as it is with love.
yes. And of
Hmm.
course, when people are influenced by alcohol, their
Yes.
judgment is impaired.
Yes.
In fact, I knew one person that went to a party, um, had a little bit too much to drink,
And throw up.
and let's say, okay, and then there was a female at the party, and I'm going to use the biblical term. He knew her. If you catch my meaning,
Yeah, I get the idea here. Let me
Yeah,
guess. The naughty happened.
yeah, and then the lady got pregnant, and the person became a father.
How adorable. Well, the baby, though, because baby's
Yeah,
innocent in this case.
yeah. But unfortunately, the individual's judgment was impaired because he decided to how can I say this? Know her without taking precautions. If you know my meaning,
Unsafe, you know what?
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Unsafe S. That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah. That's why I used to turn the old King English version.
Yeah.
No,
Yep. Keep it PG-13. PG-13. Basically, that's what this is. PG-13.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it just
So
serves, so it just as an example of what happens when you overindulge in adult spirits.
and now somebody became a mommy and daddy.
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
But luckily for me, I don't have that problem because I am not going to get myself intoxicated to the point where my judgment is impaired. I might eat a little bit too much, but that's a different story altogether.
Well, be safe,
But
man.
definitely.
You you might even become the designated sober driver.
I don't drive, so I guess I'll be this. I guess I'll be the designated guide.
Yeah, hey, that works too.
Okay.
The designated
Yeah.
guidance.
Now another thing that I'm almost at 500 subs. I'm at 498.
I'm at 446.
So you're not that far behind.
I've caught up to you guys rather quickly if you think about it. I mean, don't get
Mhm.
me wrong, I could get more because I know exactly what to do in order to really make my page pop up, but clearly it's just not something that I prioritize.
Yeah,
It's just if people want to see what else I'm doing, all they have to do is look at my community tab.
yeah, I agree. One thing I always said, this is a marathon, not a sprint. There's going to be weeks where there's going to be substantial growth, and there's going to be weeks when it's going to be stagnant.
Get true. Doesn't mean that you're doesn't mean like you're struggling or anything though. It's just means that hey, it's gonna be up and down.
Yeah. Now, the next thing I'm going to be talking about is staying
Yes.
neutral. Okay. Definitely when I come, definitely coming into the new year, I'm gonna make every effort to stay away from any beefs that people have and opining about any beefs. Um, because I made the misfortune of expressing an point of opinion regarding a beef between two create content creators. Um, I think if you saw my video, my short video stream, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, and it wasn't even a mild rebuke. It was just basically constructive criticism, which was not well received.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, a whole stream was dedicated to yours truly,
Mm-hmm.
which was private or deleted. I don't know.
Yeah, man, like people really want to go back and see like my responses to such and such. I've either deleted them or I already made my statement to where I don't think I have to repeat myself. So,
Yeah.
no, because long story short, though, people like that, they expose themselves far more than they claim to expose you.
Yes.
They
And I
purport
see
to
here.
have exposed you. What's up?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I see Risa's in the chat. Good evening, and I see that she downloaded the links to our channels. Thank you very much, Risa.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Risa.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Please continue.
No, no, no. That was all, though, is that it's more
Yeah.
so that they expose themselves far more than they purport to expose you.
Yeah.
Because oftentimes when it comes to the beef sectors or whatever, though, there's a lot of dishonesty and half truths that go all around the place. I'm just going to be honest. Even
Yes.
to where sometimes you can just tell that these are just some half truths. Some of it's true, some of it is slander. So, even by the way, putting out a half truth is still going to make me question your integrity because it still is a deceptive tactic to try to flip somebody else's perception on whoever you consider to be a rival or an op or an enemy or whatever. So
Yeah.
if I'm going to tell half truths about you, Jose, then I would not be surprised if people question my integrity more than they question the other person I'm talking about. Because spreading half truths about somebody means you like deception.
Yeah. Now, mind you, I actually went to a great length to say, I mean, before you say anything about that content creator, please look at the content yourself.
Yeah. No, I mean, like my family has already seen everything. My friends all in real time have already said something, and even to where they have even come to me saying stuff like, "Who are these people though, and who is this person though saying such and such about you?" I'm already skeptical about what's being said about you because that's outlandish and just implausible.
Yeah.
So can you see my point there and you catch my drift?
Yeah. I mean, but
If they claim to expose you, they kind of expose themselves more than they purport to expose you. Because when I've even looked into that though in the beef sectors, even not just on here, but whether it's on like Instagram or Facebook, I could tell that a lot of the stuff is exaggerated about another person. But I can see here that just the goal here is to use some lies here and there just to make the opponent look as bad as possible.
yes.
I'm not
Good.
looking at the
Yeah.
opponent after. Look, what's up?
Yes. Good evening, Irving. Yeah, but remember,
Hey, RB.
there was a certain individual that said the following: I have an STD. I don't practice dental hygiene. I'm broke. I'm lonely. No one loves me. I'm senile. Let's see. Oh, and I'm a racist too.
Yeah, you're gonna have. Yeah, there are always gonna be like a lot of people coming at you from all sorts of different angles. So, well, just keep this in mind, man. Like as we close 2024, just remember that I caught a woman calling me a malignant narcissist. You have to remember that, by the way.
Oh,
I was
yes.
called a malignant narcissist with superficial charm. By the way, and as we close 2024, for anybody who wants to actually know what a malignant narcissist is, because for one, I have actually studied a lot of that stuff heavily, especially the cluster A, the cluster B, and the cluster C categories of maladaptive personalities. Let me explain that. You have to be clinically diagnosed with something like that. And for one, a malignant narcissist is actually very dangerous too, because their
Mhm.
traits tend to be a combination of not only narcissism, but sociopathy too. So, person's calling me a narcissistic sociopath who uses superficial charm to get his way. That's basically what you're calling me. And this woman knows who she is, though, but it's all good, though. It's funny. It is hilarious. It's definitely is the most hilarious thing that I've had somebody say about me in
Yeah.
2024. And now this is a good time to just end 2024 off with just laughing at something that's obviously not true. Because a malignant narcissist, that's a huge concern right there. That's a pretty dangerous person. So we all have to remember that. And if actually, like told my family about that, I showed them the messages. Everybody laughed at that.
Hmm.
Have I
Yeah.
made my mistakes? Yes. Have I been perfect? No. Am I flawed? Of course I am. But a narcissistic sociopath, okay, you've gone way too far. And that actually says a lot about you than it does me. So all I can just say is please stop. I hope those statements were retracted. And hey, best to you and best of luck out there.
Risa
So
raised a question regarding who said that.
the person doesn't really deserve that kind of attention and that name, and probably in private, Risa. I'll tell you. I mean, you guys know
Okay.
how to reach out to me privately. I'll tell you, but it's so old. It's it's just funny, and even like my family who saw that all laughed at that too, because all you guys have to do is look at my videos, look at my community tabs, and you can see my whole family there.
By any chance, would do I happen to know this person?
You did.
Okay, enough said.
There you go.
Enough said.
But you see in the comments, you see how Risa, even Risa, what did Risa say? Yes, she said that that narc is very dangerous. That's exactly what I was saying. Because look, guys, I have studied thoroughly the cluster B categories, which is narcissistic personality disorder, antisocial personality disorder, borderline personality disorder, and also histrionic personality disorder. Malignant narcissist, that does fall into the cluster B of maladaptive personalities. Did this person clinically diagnose me with any of those? And that's a very dangerous person right there. And I'd be
Yes.
very careful with an actual malignant narcissist with the superficial charm, or even a person who may fall into the category of Machiavellianism.
Hmm.
That's also, have you guys ever heard of the dark triangle? Narcissism, Machiavellianism, and then also sociopathy. So
Hmm.
it's complex,
Yes.
but it's just laughable for
Yeah.
somebody to call me that. I don't even
Well,
take it personal. That's just something for me to remember and just laugh at for the rest of my life.
yeah. Well, it kind of reminds me of the next topic, not repeating the mistakes of 2024.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, Definitely one mistake I'm won't avoid is getting involved in any beefs, even if I'm just expressing a comment, because unfortunately you have individuals that that are extremely thin skinned, okay, and that no matter what, unless you're saying absolutely positively glowing things, praising them to the nth degree, it's an insult.
Yeah. And Risa says dark psychology. Well, all I can say this though is that I'm clearly not proud of my mistakes though, but there's a difference between somebody who takes ownership of them and somebody who does not. So
Yes,
always remember that lesson from 2024. So there's a
yes.
huge difference. So I would just encourage all of us, including myself, you, Jose, take some ownership over something that you may have done wrong. And
Yes.
I hope that everybody else can do the same thing, including you going around calling me a malignant narcissist, because that's a very, very serious thing. But
But then,
carry
yeah,
on.
but then again, you've been called other things as well.
Arsonist, Jan 6 rioter, somebody who knocked down mailboxes, too, by the way, which, by the way, is a federal offense because you're destroying federal property. So, accountability, that's all.
That's something that's some people lack.
Pride.
Yes. Which reminds me about not being stuck in the past. Now, don't you notice that there's some people that are still lingering regarding beefs that happened maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago?
I'll tell you this. I would like for any person that I may have beef with to come up here and let's actually peacefully settle it and establish closure right now and amicably go each other's separate ways. Admit to what was done wrong and have that be it.
Hmm.
I humbly invite whoever. I'll be waiting.
Yes.
But this
I
also
had
means
it.
that everybody's going to have to apologize. Okay?
Yes.
And I mean
Unfortunately,
apologize.
yes. Unfortunately, I have a feeling you're going to be waiting for quite a while.
That's okay. Just not really in the hearts to do that just yet. Can you see how I just said yet? Meaning that maybe they're not ready just right now, but they will probably be whenever they
Yeah.
get that conviction.
Yeah.
I've had to apologize too for a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah. Look, I have extended olive branches to a couple of people, which unfortunately they chose not to receive it. It's not my fault. At least I extended an olive branch.
Same. But I'm only willing to do all that stuff as long as the person is emotionally mature enough to do that, though, because not everybody's going to be emotionally equipped to face somebody that they've been having some serious issues with for quite some time.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then that's okay. Just means that person's just not ready just yet.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to give you a perfect example of that. I know a person that is a follow union rep, and this person had a beef with another union rep for 7 years, and it was
Uh huh.
so trivial. Okay. Um, so instead of confronting the individual, having a private discussion, basically just spoke ill about this person and did not trust this person. And actually, it was at a meeting with four other union reps when this person made it clear it was something that happened 7 years prior.
Seven, that's almost a decade ago.
Yes. So you've been holding on to whatever this is for 7 years instead of just either have your discussion, have your peace, or just go your separate ways and don't speak anything. Because if you cannot say anything positive about a person, don't say anything at all.
Well, you got to keep this in mind, though, that although 7 years ago was almost a decade, keep this in mind that a particular problem doesn't really go away until all parties have maturely addressed it. But unresolved anything is going to always linger on and is always going to come up in one shape or another. That's just how it works. Like, if you were, like, let's just say, and this is an extreme example, but if you were SA'd, even in childhood, and you never really addressed that part of your trauma, it's going to come up. there's going to always be some kind of circumstance that happens that causes a trigger response. It's going to happen
Mm-hmm.
because you didn't address that one thing that happened 30 years ago. Same principle. Unresolved anything will always come up. That's why, for men or women, if you guys are looking for a new relationship, I hope that you guys get healed from your soul wounds or all these other little issues that you may have been having, unresolved ones. Because it's going, because whoever you get into a relationship with, it's going to be exposed. So take care of it now before it does.
Mm-hmm. Now, is there anything topics you wish to discuss here, being that it is open discussion?
Well, I'm pretty much enjoying what we have been discussing when it came to maybe like the maladaptive personality disorders, or how we're going to distance ourselves from the beef sector, or your coworkers and union reps, and how you're going to be going to a New Year's Eve party, and how to live a repentant life. So that's
Mm-hmm.
what we've been talking about. But yes,
Yes.
repentance. That's that the R word's the
Mm-hmm.
trigger word nowadays.
Yes. Because what it does require is, first of all, accountability, which some people have an issue with the concept.
I don't even have no issue with it at all, though. I'm like, nah. People will respect you a lot more if you are honest about what you did, and if you just take an ownership or accountability or truly repented from it. And
Yes.
then that's it. So,
Yes. And shout out to the 9 people watching this stream.
yeah.
It would be really be great if everyone hits the like button. I mean, you know, and spread the word about this channel. I'm just a, I'm just an individual trying to spread whatever wisdom that I have received on others.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I also forgot. I really also enjoyed us talking about how we should be utilizing whatever our divine gifts are.
Yes. Now, next year, I do plan to be doing a lot of traveling, um, mostly domestic. I do want to visit some of our follow content creator friends. Thank you very much, Andres. I swear you are truly you are an amazing mod.
Yeah, folks, she is. Oh, and I think that maybe I should also say for 2025 is keep riding the horsies. As you guys see in my default picture, I love Cooper.
Okay.
But you want to ride some horses?
Yeah.
Could hook you up with one.
Who, me?
Or any of the 9 people who happen to be watching. Hey
You know
guys, you
what?
guys
I
want some
don't know.
horses? Except you guys cannot have the one in the default picture. He's mine. So find the next one, please.
Oh, well, I'm sure there might be some people that might be interested in riding horses. Um,
Well, it's a part of open discussion.
yes, that's
A mí
true.
me encantan los caballos.
Yes.
Yes.
So next year, I plan to visit Extina. I'm definitely going to visit Don Armando. Hopefully, at some point, maybe our friend Denise.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, that's right. 2025, I would like to make it an effort to see you, Don Armando, and Gigi and Moti down there in Florida, and hopefully even Ramon, because Ramon definitely says that, hey, if I'm in the Dallas Fort Worth area, then yeah, feel free to hit him up. Then yeah, New
Mm.
Orleans, there's Creole Lady Marmalade. So yeah, I'm gonna hit you all up
Yeah.
because I did say on my previous post that we've been interacting on here for years, right? So
Yeah.
don't you think it's time for us to grow up a little bit? So in that even means maybe hopefully having a real time meeting publicly, of
Yeah.
course. So
I
therefore,
mean,
that's why I
yeah,
said that.
yeah. I mean,
No, go on.
I did make a comment, positive comment in one of her streams. It seemed like, I don't know, maybe I'm just not her cup of tea.
Who?
Name, Lady Creole Marmalade. Maybe I'm not her cup of tea.
That's strange. Though, it's like yeah, me and her, we talked about you though, and she finds you to be very sweet and nice. But okay, I guess she'll get back to you whenever.
Yeah, look. No, no big deal. I mean, look, I realize that I cannot be everyone's cup of tea.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm not hers, well, it's not my problem.
Yeah, I think you are though. But I do know that she's definitely is a busy mother though, so I am also factoring that.
Hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, I plan to see
Mhm.
you, her, Dawn, Abby, Gigi, Multi. Yeah, all you
Yeah.
guys.
Okay.
And
Well,
I think that's growth. But what's up?
yes. Yeah. I think Maltese basically is going to stay away from social media completely because, unfortunately, due to the circumstances that happened to her.
Yeah, yeah. I got a little more context on that too. And I think that probably at the moment she made the right decision.
Yeah. You know,
But I'm not going
I,
anywhere though. I'm like, nah, I'm keeping the armor of God on. And
yeah.
hey, as they say, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And I'm just like, Oh no, 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 no.
No.
Intimidation tactics comes from Satan. And am I going to listen to Satan? I don't think so. So, and I'm definitely not going to listen to people who are clearly being used by him. So, do you think I'm going to listen to that? I don't think so.
I agree. Multi has truly been missed. But in all
Yeah.
fairness, Multi is only going to come back when she feels ready to come back.
But yeah, she does have to prioritize, her own well-being, her relationship, and that's all I'm just going to say. That's all.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
complicated, it was personal, but yeah.
there's certain individuals, either you love them or you hate them. There's no in
Hmm.
between.
True.
Okay. But which leads me to my next topic. Let haters hate. Okay. I mean, if they want to go on and spin their narratives, fine. People who know us know who we are.
True.
Okay. But I find it amazing that the loudest people that criticize us and complain about us know nothing about us.
Well, people who also happen to be the loudest don't even show themselves and would never be open to a real-time meeting at all, ever.
Yeah. I
So
mean, yeah.
if I'm just going to say, if you're going to be my spokesperson, then please have the courage to reveal everything about yourself. And if you're going to be the spokesperson, be sure to accurately report data, please, without half truths, without slander, without bitterness, without any of that stuff. And then I would love to appoint you as my spokesperson. Thank you.
But I guess it's more convenient for people to hide behind X, as now as it's called, and just say they're ish.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, one thing I do plan to do next year is camp up
Yeah.
more often. Um, I don't. I mean, in the beginning, I camped up all the time. Then I went to my avatar, which shows my face. Okay, but at
Yeah.
some time, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I occasionally cam up though. I mean, like when me, you, and Dawn were talking, and I was on my laptop, you guys clearly saw me. I cammed up. I have nothing to hide. I'm
Hmm.
actually just right here in my garage, just chillaxing with Zeus, my 12-year-old German Shepherd.
Okay.
Yep, it's
Yeah.
cold in this garage though, so I have a beanie on and everything.
Hmm. Well, I have the window open in my apartment because sometimes they overdo it with the heat.
Yeah. You know what? I could just yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm also chewing some spearmint gum. I don't know if you like spearmint, but no,
Um,
I
I
can
try
cam
not
up
to
right
chew
now.
gum. Yeah.
I can cam up right
Yeah.
now. Hey, see, spearmint.
Yeah.
See, so yeah, there's the garage.
And here I am
Doors open.
in my
Zeus
living
is right
room.
here. Yeah, pardon all the stuff and crap right here. Those were all the the Christmas decorations. But yeah, here I am. So
Yep.
see, side profile.
Hmm.
So I guess if anybody wants to be like a spokesperson, please do this for speaking for me on my behalf. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you're disqualified. Okay.
Yeah. That's why I make it a point.
Hold on.
Yeah.
All right, carry on. Sorry
That's
about
why I
that.
make it a point. Anyone that I don't know that want to pop on the panel, they have to come up first in the backstage because I have to make sure they don't flash anything X-rated, so to speak. So
Yeah.
YouTube
You know
might
what?
be tempted to take down the stream.
Mm-hmm. Since it's a little chilly in this garage, got a little blanket too. So, but yeah, obviously I can go into the nice house and everything, and clearly I can close this door if I really wanted to, because look, it's outside. But no, I like the cold.
Yeah. Hmm. So, so in the new year,
Jeez.
there'll be episodes where I'll be coming up. How
Mm-hmm.
often? I don't know. I'll just have to wait and see.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, here I am,
yeah.
the
Now there's
true
a couple.
Goldie right here.
Yeah. Now a couple of
Golden,
things.
that's my name. Whatever.
Oh, okay. Now there's a couple of things I do plan to do. Like one of the things is use hashtags.
I use
That's something.
hashtags.
Yeah. So going forward on my streams, I'm going to be adding hashtags. One thing I'll be looking forward to, hopefully, a couple of episodes have a co-host.
Yeah, I think that'll draw in more viewership and more audience and just more creativity.
Hmm. Yeah, because you do have to try different things. Um, the one thing I need to work on is try to increase the watch hours on my platform. Um, some of that, I guess, continue to write short and do shorts. Some of them try to do uh, streams where hopefully it will generate interest.
Yeah, totally. I actually wanted to ask you something too, Jose. So, what would you do if you were to gain 100,000 subs? Speaking about your $100,000 question earlier,
That's a good question. I mean, I never
like,
envisioned myself getting a hundred
like,
thousand subs. I mean, I
like,
mean,
um, like, imagine though, like you just took off unexpectedly though, and you organically developed 100,000, over 100,000 subscribers. That's now more people in the whole city of Casper, Wyoming. By the way, please, 100,000 people. That's like a city. That's like enough. A lot of people in a city. So what if
I
you were
mean,
to gain that amount? What would you do? And people were
no,
starting
I
to
never thought.
recognize you on the streets too.
Yeah,
They're
I
like,
probably will be
"Hey, you're Jose."
recognized. Oh, you the
Okay.
you the dude on
How would you
Uncommon
react,
Sense.
dude? I want to know. Like, what would you do though? Like, your platform blew up like that to over 100,000 views. You received millions of views, and people are like, "Is that guy on YouTube who goes by Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron, who is known for his catchphrase, my platform?" What would you do if that happened to you?
You know what? I would probably be flattered if people recognize me from my channel. I mean, it's like, I mean, could you imagine the number of views that 100,000 subs would generate? And it could generate a decent amount of money.
It could, yeah. Or let's just say, what if your platform were to start to grow, and then all of a sudden your stuff is so popular to where you've even gained now 300,000, and then yeah, people are really starting to notice you now. Even at work, your boss confronts you and says, "Hey, I saw a video of you all over the internet. What's going on here?" And a couple people in the building were saying, "I think that's that guy from YouTube." What if it happens to you, Jose?
Well, first of all, I would say, well, first of all, I would never say anything about my employer. Okay, number one. Number two, I try to keep it respectable for multiple reasons. So, other than that, I really wouldn't know what to say.
Or what if people start to ask for your autograph, or they start to ask you for selfies because they admire your content so much to where, hey, that guy has a successful platform on YouTube called Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron. I want to get some selfies with him. What if you were starting to get that on a regular basis? You want to start to feel overwhelmed? After all,
Yeah, could
you're a
you?
nice guy, and we know you, Jose. You probably would accept it at first, but at some point, you would grow tired of it. You would grow so exhausted from all this popularity and fame.
I mean, could you imagine the conniption fits my haters will have?
Dude, you're gonna have double the amount of haters. By the way, you do know
If not
that.
triple,
Even
if not
even
triple.
even Irby thinks I'm being silly right now. But come on, Irby, though, I'm just being silly on this Friday night because I'm having fun and a good time. And our good friend Jose here, you never know whether he will receive thousands and thousands of subscribers to where few people are noticing him on the streets, and they're like, "Hey, I follow that guy's YouTube platform though. He's best known for his catchphrase, my platform, my platform." And I want to get some selfies with him. What if it comes to
Well,
fruition, bro?
well, what do you
Like,
expect from the person that still uses an Obama form to try to get on StreamYard?
but
Good
let's just say
evening.
this, man. What if you were to gain 1 million followers?
Oh, I swear, my haters will have major heart failures. Good evening, Donna.
But then what if you are starting to really draw a lot of attention to your job to where people are calling your job saying that they want to talk to you?
I will have to retire.
Really? Oh wow, yeah. Oh yeah, Don Armando. Yeah. Hey man. But wow, you would retire if you were to gain 1 million subs to where now really people are noticing you on the streets. They're like, hey, that's that guy from YouTube and TikTok, Jose Negron.
Yeah. I mean, basically, I will have to travel incognito.
Well, your platform would certainly be monetized.
Yes,
That's for sure. Without a doubt, it would be. You would for that could probably become even your only source of income too. You would be fine.
but could you imagine the heart failure my ops will have?
Well, you're gonna have double the ops, so you'll probably have ops in the thousands. By the way, I think that Jose, you would have to, I guess, like Don Armando said, hire some bodyguards. Would you have some bodyguards? So let's just say you're starting to have people wait for you after work because they love your content so much to where they want to talk to you, they want to take selfies with you, all that. What if it comes to fruition?
First of all, I will have to hire a team. Okay, first of all, on that team, we'll have an attorney,
Mm-hmm.
probably an editor, probably a couple of bodyguards, a personal secretary. Oh, Visions, good evening. Thank you very much for stopping by.
Asia, our girl, it's great to see you.
Yeah, she does create all the content. Now there was this one video that she reacted to regarding a 3-year old that weighed 84 pounds. And I'm sorry, I just could not watch it.
That's a that's a big baby.
Yeah, that kind of broke my heart though.
Oh, that's a yeah. Please, my German Shepherd is like 90.
Yeah, but I don't think a German Shepherd is 3 years old.
Not at all.
And
But yeah,
I was, yeah,
but yeah, Jose, I think you would probably have to retire after that. Oh,
yes.
like what if like they're starting to even TV programs like CNN and Fox are now starting to request an interview with you. Would you do it?
Could you imagine the hate the ops will have?
Or what if even Trump invites you to the White House to speak? Would you do it?
You know, uh, that might be interesting. I mean, I don't know how I would approach it. Of course, with the incoming president, basically, you just have to. I hate to say this, but basically, you do have to feed his ego.
hmm Same with those from Fox News and CNN. Like,
Yeah.
dude, like you got invited for the upcoming president, CNN, Fox News. Millions of people follow you on here. Dude, you are blowing up. So what are you gonna do?
Okay, I will have to hire a team. Okay, I will have to hire an attorney. I will have to hire a personal secretary. I will have to hire armed guards. Trouble with an entourage, so to speak.
Or what if Jay-Z and Beyonce and Cardi B, they all want to talk to you now? They all want you in their music video.
And no, no.
I would
First,
say no
okay,
too.
okay. First of all, no offense to Cardi B. I mean, she looks beautiful, but no. But I do recall years ago when I was a question, what if I was given the opportunity to go with a date with Cardi B?
What? Go on a date with Cardi B?
Yeah,
I would turn it down.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to date her. No, 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 no.
Okay, first of all, she's extremely ghetto. Number one. Number two, could you imagine the number of guys that actually knew her? If you catch my drift,
Yes.
to the extent that she's like an adult recreation center.
Mm-hmm.
No, no.
I'll pass.
Now, Irby says she's ghetto and unattracted to me.
True. Speaking about
I
Irby,
mean,
what if all of this stuff were to happen to Irby? Like you, man.
okay,
Like you get real.
okay, let's see. Yes, I can't see you if you're the club, but she's a bit too much. A bit much,
I don't
Visions?
I mean Asia, I don't even go to clubs like that at all. Even at a club though, her music is still pretty much her music. And I just have to politely decline to that.
So, so I said that I would decline. But what if she was begging you to go on a date? No dice.
No. No. Mm-mm. Unless she gets delivered from a lot of stuff and she leaves that industry, then yes. But
Oh,
that's not in her heart
yeah,
at all. So no.
yeah. I see that Gigi's in the chat. Good evening, Happy New Year, and Merry Christmas.
Hey, happy holidays, GG. Howdy.
Yeah,
Oh, we were just talking about you a little earlier.
yeah. All good though.
Yep, all good.
Yeah, all good. But me and
Oh
Cardi
yeah.
B, I mean, it's kind of like I would say no.
I think that even Gigi can rap better than her.
You know what? You may be right there, Giorgio, and
Yeah,
you
you
might
see, I
be.
told you. Yeah, she could
Okay,
be
let me see
like
the.
DJ Bobby Joe.
Yeah, let's see. Cardi's face looks great. She looks beautiful, body weird, and with all the BBL. Uh, this is, you know, okay. Now this is the thing. I mean,
I think she can actually be a good person though. I mean, like I'm not into celebrity gossip like that, to be quite honest. She could be probably a decent person in other ways though, but just the whole caricature that she puts on is just not for me. And it's just something that just makes a lot of people distant from her. I'll be fair to her when it comes to that though, but hey, best to her and whatever her endeavors are, but no. No, 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 no. She's not somebody whom I would want to be in a relationship with.
okay. So it is safe to assume if you had the opportunity to have a relationship with Cardi B, you would decline.
That's right. If she could approach me right now and be like, "Hey, George, um, I see you like horses. I like horses too. You want to go out maybe on a dinner date?" I'm gonna say no. No. Mm-mm. I'll be like, This is what I will say to Cardi. Um, Come and read Mark, Luke, John, and Matthew with me, and then let's talk about a date afterwards. Deal?
Um, I'll be a little bit more brief. I think I'm too old for her.
What if she said that she likes older guys?
Uh, Thanks, but no thanks.
I'll pass. No, 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 man. This is
I mean,
like, as a single dude, you already know my story, man. Like, I'm a parent, man, of a dead child, man. So my son is dead, especially when I had it, had him with, like the wrong woman who I was very, very toxic with, though. And so, hey, man, I have like a new opportunity, man, to start fresh, start over. This time, like with a woman whom I can actually be like equally yoked with, like this time, by the way. So, I do not think that Cardi is going to be that right woman to marry and start a family with all over again.
yeah. I mean, my lady would
So,
be extremely. See, my lady would be extremely upset if I went on a date with Cardi B.
and you're already involved too. So, me and Cardi
Yes.
B, like we're both millennials here, and I have to say no. I mean, I do not even think she would like me anyway. So,
Okay,
there's that.
because one thing I know about Dominican women, they get jealous very easily.
Oh, Irby said, "Oh, turn her into a Christian rapper." Ultimately, Irby, man, that's. I mean, even when we're in like a relationship though, she still has a heart of her own though. I mean, if it's not in her heart to do that, then no. Least I can do is plant seeds, but if it's not really in her heart for all that stuff, then it's just something she's not ready for just yet. Takes a while. But I actually do like some Christian rappers like Bryson Gray, by the way, and Rich and Famous. So, hey,
Oh, okay. Oh, Gigi said, Irby, I'm surprised you don't like Cardi B.
if you
And
want my honesty, I do not personally feel that Cardi B would really like respect me and you as the man in the relationship, to be quite honest. I do not really think that she would be like that Proverbs wife. I think that she has a little bit of that Jezebel spirit going on, and that's just not really something that you really want to deal with.
okay. See,
If you want my honesty.
yeah. Um, to be perfectly honest, I think she appears to be too much of a boss chick lady, to be the type of traditional wife that a person would want.
And that's okay. I mean, it's okay not to have everything all together, but that's where we have to all start making the changes today.
Yeah, but
But no, no,
yeah,
I have to say no to her. A woman I would actually date and even marry would be the former lead singer of Vanity Six, if you remember her, because she actually left the industry to become an evangelist. She would
mhm,
definitely be a woman who would be a great Proverbs wife because she went the extra mile of leaving the industry. She said that, hey, she doesn't want much to
okay.
do with Prince
Um,
anymore. What
yeah,
y'all
there was
saying was about me? No, it was all
a
great stuff,
question raised.
Gigi.
What were you saying about me? I mean, hey, don't take our words for it. So let's actually, listen to that part of the stream. But I will say that, Gigi, you've been missed.
Sorry, excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Irby's talking about Vanity. Yeah, the ex Prince girl though, but Irby, she ended up leaving everything altogether though and becoming a full blown evangelist, and even just started living a bit of a normal life too. So
Yes.
somebody like that would be like the Proverbs wife that yeah, I for sure would like, but I just don't feel that Cardi is there just yet.
Okay.
Even I
You're
have to get
welcome to.
myself. No, what's up?
Go. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, even I had to get myself together, and I'm still getting myself together in so many ways. But, like we have to get ourselves together while being together, You-
Yes. I agree with the statement that was made. You and Multi carry you two during your time. I agree. But but everyone has to make a decision. Everyone have to make a decision and do what they perceive to be best. Uh huh. Yep. That's true.
Yep,
That's
that's
true.
true.
Yeah.
Even Prince actually had an awakening too. Good for him. Rejoice in paradise to both of them.
Yes. There is more joy in heaven for one sinner who repented than for 99 respectable people who did not need to repent.
Mm-hmm.
Luke 15, verse 7.
Yep. Well, a lot of good comments coming in.
Yeah. Yeah. But to be perfectly honest, if I reach 100,000 subs or a million subs, uh,
Millions, actually,
oh
to where
my
you're
good.
getting recognized, dude, all over the place. I'm just saying that, hey, what are you going to do? Well, you already said what you were going to do,
Yeah,
but
because
just getting recognized on the streets, man.
well, they might hire a hitman to try to take me out.
Man, I wouldn't think like that.
Um, just remember who we're dealing with the ops.
Oh, yeah, that's true, though.
Okay.
Well, you guys are you. I mean, yeah, you and Gigi already know exactly what somebody tried to do to me, though. I'm not going to even go there. You two already know exactly what happened, and let's just leave it like that. Actually, I'll just write it in the private chat.
Yes, but I mean, look. Let me tell you something.
There,
It
there
is.
you go.
Oh yes, yes, I see
Yep. You see, there we go.
it. It's sad, but it's true, Gigi. It's sad, but it's true. I mean, you already know my views regarding individuals. There's no need for me to repeat it here.
I mean, I guess when it comes, it's funny that Gigi mentioned the word sociopath because when you weren't here, Gigi, I was just telling like Risa and Jose about how there's a woman who went around basically calling me a narcissistic sociopath, which is exactly what a malignant narcissist is. So, wow, just know this, Gigi. According to somebody, I'm a sociopath with superficial charm.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Don?
Good
Hey, how
evening.
you doing?
So how are you doing tonight?
Nah, me, I'm just gonna, I'm just get coming here and just talking and whatnot. So I'm about to talk, and then after that, I'm just gonna do my show and stuff. But to actually say this, imagine somebody they're going around and they're saying, "Oh, we're gonna go and get the authorities on you. We're gonna get the FBI on you." For what? Oh yeah, a fraudulent claim of sexual harassment. When the fact is, I'm a married man. Like, like that joint is lunacy at its finest hour.
Hmm. Yeah.
hear a lot of stuff in the background, Donnie.
Yeah, I know.
But I hear you.
I'm putting my how should I say how should I say my headphones in. Just wait for a second.
Mhm.
And yeah, Gigi said that she doesn't get that from me. Well, Gigi, we already knew the woman who said that about me, man. Clearly, somebody showed me that, and I just laughed at it though. It's just something. So what me and Don were just talking about earlier is that it's just something just to just laugh at in 2024. So like, what's the funniest thing that you were called in 2024? Well, for me, it was a malignant narcissist, which is technically a sociopathic narc with all the superficial charm and everything. So according to this person, I happen to fall into that category. So
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Good evening,
Heidi.
Heidi Robles.
Heidi.
Thank you for stopping by.
Hey,
And
baby.
There's your wife, bro. There's
Yep.
Gigi.
Yep.
Hey, Heidi, I'm really proud of your husband here. He is really cool.
hey,
I'm so proud of his ancestry test. And I'm glad that he got all the closure and everything that he deserved.
Yep. I mean,
eh,
shoot.
yeah. Bienvenido al canal. ¿Qué es lo que?
Yeah. Well, I bet she tended to the cat.
I mean, look, I think 2025 is going to be a very prosperous year for all of us.
I believe so, though, because this is probably going to be the year where we're all going to meet. Hey, Irby, I'm planning on
Yes.
meeting you too in Florida, so don't think I forgot about you too. I'm going to meet all of you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, I have to go to Florida soon because I got to visit my partners out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Irby, please, for 2025, get yourself a real cell phone and get rid of that Obama phone.
Yeah.
But look, I mean, look, I never thought that my channel would grow to the extent it did. But I guess there's people that want actually listen to me talk. That's all.
Yep.
How many people are watching now?
Right now, 10.
Whoa. 10.
Wow. 10.
Wow. Just listening to us just have, hey, a quirky night, huh? Hey, to
Yep.
10
Yeah,
people in the chat
and the
listening,
best.
though, to our viewers, the haters. Do you guys like horses?
I think certain people like mules instead.
Might what?
They might like mules instead.
Mules instead.
Now I say
Well,
mules
to
and
whoever the
donkeys.
haters, well, to whoever the haters are, though, I'm gonna give a kind reminder that the horse with me in the default picture, that's Cooper. He's a beautiful Appaloosa. Even though you guys hate me, can you guys admit that he's a beautiful, majestic creature?
Facts.
Yes, definitely.
He's Appaloosa. You guys can, even the haters, you guys can just go onto my community tabs. You can see all the stuff that I'm doing with him.
Mm-hmm.
The sweet boy. And you guys, the haters, you guys will see more of him, though, because George Orr is now the horseman.
Yes.
Even though they're probably not going to be interested in it anyway.
Be careful, Giorgio. They might be interested, but for the wrong reason.
Yeah, pretty much.
What are they going to start saying that they wish that my horse could kick me, even though he
No.
and more some, you know.
Okay. Good evening, Gigi. Happy belated Christmas.
Howdy.
Happy belated.
Hi, family. Happy.
Hey, how you doing?
It's great to hear from you, Gigi.
And good to hear from you too. I'm glad y'all are all doing well. Y'all had a good holiday?
Oh, we had
I did.
Holiday. We hope
Me and my wife, we just mellowed out. We chilled. And I got my birthday present. Not my birthday present. I mean my Christmas present very early, and I'm glad for that.
Is that your wife in the chat?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Heidi. I didn't know. You never know with trolls or whatever.
No, Heidi's a
Yeah.
sweetheart, and we all know that.
Okay.
I
Okay.
mean, she's been on on my live streams like maybe a few times. So when it's either me and Ramon or Jose, when they're on my live stream, they're like, hey, she talks like every so often, or when it's like radical, so she actually came through. So
Oh, okay.
you know, yeah.
That's what's up. What's up with you, Jose?
I'm just chilling. And of course, I'm gonna have a beautiful time New Year's Eve. I'm going out and party.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, because unlike some of these individuals, I actually have a life.
Well, same here though. That's why you guys rarely see me upload videos now. Well, I'm trying to
Oh
upload some
no,
more
me
though,
too.
but
I don't have any time. I'm working all the time and stuff, and just like life is busy.
Yeah.
same
Yeah,
here.
same here. I'm just trying to accomplish my goals.
Mm-hmm.
So
Cheers to 2025.
yes, I think 2025 will be an excellent year for all of us.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I
Oh.
agree.
Don Jose.
Yes.
I heard. Well, this is just coming in. They're saying that in Manhattan, an unusual incident, box 8171 Penn Station, a person got set on fire by the escalator.
Oh
Wow.
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 Yeah.
Say
Yeah. I
that one
mean,
more time. I had to close the garage door. What happened?
Person set on fire by the escalator.
That
Set
is
on fire by
horrific.
this.
yeah, that is. I mean, I heard about a person that got killed because she was burned on the subway, I think, by one of the
Illegal
I
aliens.
yeah.
Yeah. Nah, but you know what's messed up? That guy actually had a TikTok. And you would never suspect that dude was about that life until
Wait,
that happened.
people are burning them?
Yeah.
What, like just random people or like targeting like groups?
They just talk. I don't know what it is. It's just that a guy, he went up and saw a lady sleeping and just poured I guess gasoline or whatever and just burned her.
Oh
Yeah, and the
man.
woman was homeless too. But yeah, I saw that whole video.
Wow.
Yeah, man, and also Don, you already saw how I already made a comment about it on Facebook.
Yeah.
There's so many demons running rampant on Earth.
Yes. Yes. And it's so it's like it's like you have to be 4 times more vigilant than ever before.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even sleep on my car share service that I use for people who are disabled. I mean, because you never know, you know, with some of these people. I mean, first of all, some of these drivers do not speak English. Some of them look confused, and then you're dealing with some of the passengers that look like they need to be placed in a 72-hour involuntary observation period with a rubber room.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I mean, look, in fact, I remember one time I shared this vehicle with this Karen of a lady, and I used to turn loosely, and she was like arguing with the driver because she had an appointment, and so I said to the lady, you do understand the guy does not speak English, so you're just wasting your time arguing with the driver. I mean,
Yeah.
luckily I had my head. I mean, luckily I had my headphones, so I can just basically turn around, listen to my music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't really have
Uh,
like a lot of issues with people being randomly attacked. Usually it's just like people having beef with each other. So it's just a
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
pretty much
Yeah.
so.
Mhm.
Often around here, your attacker is somebody that you know, or somebody who has issues with you, or just some beef that's going on.
I mean, to be honest and everything like that, it's funny that you have a lot of weirdos that they're gonna go in and send threats like, oh, I'm gonna get this on you and all this stuff. And the only thing that I've actually have done is I just said my truth, which is I'm an Afro Dominican. You have some people that vehemently deny that, oh, that doesn't exist. So I went up and I put the argument. If that doesn't exist, why do we have Celia Cruz, right? Why do we have Johnny Ventura? Why do we have all these famous Afro Latinos right there
That part,
that
Irving.
actually rep what they rep, but yet y'all have a problem with it? And then I actually did some research. It looks like that some of the people are who are actually propagating this hate, and there's actually random TikToks about this. That the reason why they're propagating this hate is because some of these people are actually being paid by racist groups to actually propagate this. So it's not like now you have certain people that they already feel what they feel, but then you have certain people who are just trying to make a cult out of it. If you understand, if that if that's saying, because after I was looking at a couple of TikToks that were actually explaining it, it's like right now some of these racist organizations they're not even doing the work themselves anymore. They're actually having other people that that I guess believe in their stuff do their dirty work.
I mean, I've heard like rumors about that on YouTube and stuff of like, I forget what they call them, but I guess like plants or whatever. But it does kind of make sense because there's like people in the space that have made it their mission to make sure that mixed race people don't have a space. So you never know. And they try to come under here the guys and pretend that they're mixed or they're light skinned or whatever, and they're really here to just, destroy the
Yeah.
sector. Hmm.
I mean, I've heard of
Yeah.
terms like I think what's that guy's name? Creole chief. He's used terms like mixed fishing. That he's
Yeah.
pinpointed people mixed fishing. I've never heard of that term before, but I get it. Mixed fishing.
I mean, I guess it is because I'm just saying you have certain people that I guess that they hold depending on their ancestry or whatever. They all point they're on like how should I say? They're like if anybody's seen the Boondocks, right?
Yeah.
And there's a character by the name of what's his name?
Huey,
Uh no,
Granddad, Uncle Ruckus.
no, Uncle Ruckus.
Hmm.
Like you have certain people who have that in America even that have that Uncle Ruckus mentality.
Yeah.
So when they do have that Uncle Ruckus mentality, and they see a black man thriving or whatever, they'll be like, "Oh, this is where the negativity begins and such." And I've seen that firsthand. It's like you have certain people who are in African American society, right? They'll go and they'll try to look down on the darkest man, but look at the lighter skinned male or whatsoever, and they're like, oh, he looks good and everything like that. And then when you see like their dating choices, which is either a light skinned black man or a white man, and then they'll go around there clown and gig on a black man that's actually doing something. There'll be some of those females. They'll be wondering why when it comes down to it. They're like, oh, they'll be the same ones that'll be like, oh, how come black men don't like me and all this other stuff. I'm like, they ain't got time for it. So,
But you know what I find? You know what I find odd? No one has an issue, say, that Latinos have their own group, or the African American community have their own group, or the Asians have their own group, or even the LGBTQ plus community have their own group. But when you're talking about people who are mixed, wanting to create their own community, their own separate identity, everyone is having a major connection fit.
yes,
A major what again? Say that again.
connection
Connection
fit.
fit.
What kind of fit? Sorry, I can't hear you guys.
Connection fit.
Connection
I
fit?
probably think
Connection. Yeah.
these communities are not really, at least I think, focused on like themselves and like, building community. They're really more so interested in, dragging black people or dragging white people. And so, yeah, your mission is going to get derailed every time when you make your main focus talking about other groups of people.
Trauma bonding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much something that I've always, noticed just coming, around to these communities 2.5 years ago, is that there for sure is the pattern of trauma bonding in the mixed race sectors, to where I think that it's time to prioritize self-care and self-acceptance and self-love and community building, as opposed to making it about trauma bonding
Right.
or anti-black and anti-white sentiments, which become very cringe. Well, they are very cringe, so, but it still
It's to
ties in.
it's to the point that it's not even cringe. That it's not even you could actually say the word that it's cringe. It's actually pathetic because think about it. I'm in. I've been called a monoracial, and I'm like, okay, so let's say if I was a monoracial, is there anything bad about that?
No, there's nothing wrong with being biracial, mixed, or MGM, or monoracial, or any of that stuff. The Lord made you this way, though, then there was no mistake. So, what's the issue with it, even if you really were monoracial?
Yeah, and it was the point that I was called a monoracial. I'm like, okay, well, did I did I go in and claim I was? I was like, okay, I said I was biracial, which I'm technically am,
Well,
and
now you showed me your DNA results, man, that you just took on Ancestry that I've been encouraging you. Now, bro, you can show that off now.
yeah, I know I
Show that
am.
to Fighter. You should show that to Fighter now.
Uh, not for nothing. Well, what's this gonna do? Because in reality, I'm just actually focusing on my own show, and I spoke to Fighter and stuff when we was at Nightish and stuff, but I'm not gonna go around and be entertaining the nonsense about who I am and who I'm not
I
by
get it.
people by immature people that they just have an agenda and they just want to go and try to demonize a person and stuff like that just because we're repping something that you don't understand. So with that said, you have certain people who have their own agendas, and then when you actually tell them about themselves, they want to go on little groups, try to dox a person or dox a person, and then on top of it, they want to say that they're so patriotic about their country, right? But yet you go behind the scenes you have a person that you deem an enemy in all your discussions, just because you hate that one person, you actually join forces with that person that you supposedly hate, just so you could try to tear down a person who might be smarter than you.
But you know
And
something? I'm sorry. But you know something which I find bizarre when all this started occurring. So you the individual was making whatever accusation for what? Simply to say, gotcha? I mean, that makes no sense whatsoever. And you, Gigi, you went through a lot of grief when you invited the Latinos and other people into your sector.
Hmm. Yeah.
Well, everybody is now welcome into my sector at this point. But go on.
Yeah, because Irby said, don't they have monoracial parents? But like, no, they don't, because he's talking about, for the most part, other Dominican people that are basically mixed race people. So other mixed race people. So their parents actually would be mixed race,
I
MGM.
mean, yeah, there would. But then the thing is, though, now I guess since there's like identity politics that's going on and such, they don't know. They want to go and try to these pan. I call them Hispanotypes because that's what Radical calls them. But I call them pan Latino racists, right? What
Hey,
they do
Reed.
is that
Yeah.
they actually go with other groups and such, like as far as Spain and whatsoever. So shout out to Reese from Philly. Yo, that's my dude right there. Anyway,
Good evening. Good evening.
anyway, yeah. Anyway, with that said, right? You have certain people that they actually link up with other Latino races. So therefore, when there's somebody talking about the Afro Latino struggle and stuff, they'll go on Instagram and they'll say, "Hey, we got a cup," or something or something in that matter. And if you actually look at half of these guys who are making all these threats and stuff, and then when you beat them in a political debate, which some of them cannot really handle, that's when the insults and the doxing begins with these guys. And then they were like, "Oh yeah, we're a cuck, we're an alpha male, and whatsoever." But yet, if you was to actually meet that person face to face, you'll be the first one to call the cops.
It was so weird to me, though, the whole like thing, because I mean, Don looks like a Dominican person to me. So I'm really confused by it all. Um, I mean, I guess
Yeah,
because
but
African American people have admixtures and they can be a lighter skin tone too, and or have keener features. So they can also like.
yeah,
There's white people that get asked if they're Dominican all the time, you know. But so it's
it's
just
like,
kind of weird. I don't know. I
all
wouldn't look
right,
at
all
you
right,
and say you were
all right.
Dominican.
I'll tell you. There's like one key element why people think I'm not that. I mean, by the way that I sound and I speak, right? I do not speak Spanish like a traditional Spanish man. I speak it with bad grammar, but I do know how to understand it. To some northern Dominicans, and they think that okay, since you don't really talk like them, they'll actually go and they'll try to put you as Haitian. And then if you have certain people who are in Washington Heights, they'll try to go, and I'm telling you because this is my life story. You have certain people that will try to make it their life goal to go and tell everybody that you're not Dominican. And then when they actually see you in the Dominican parade with the Dominican parent or Dominican relative, they're just shocked and they can't say nothing. And I've had that
I think
happen.
it's just that
Well,
you show that it bothers you, so they just focused on that to bother you. That's it. That's all it is.
nah, it's like that's what they do. But then after a while, when I actually declare it, it bothers them that they're like, "No, you're not. You're angry. We're gonna get you at you and stuff like that." I'm like, okay, so it bothers you. It bothers them that they can't go around and tell people what they are and everything like that. So they're going with other stuff with, and they do this to their own fellow Dominicans too.
He's
That
always
people
been
that they
nice
don't agree with.
to
Yeah,
that
but
fighter guy. You know, he's always been
yeah,
nice
yeah,
to
but
me.
Yeah, but Don Armando, let's keep it 100. Okay, we're talking about individuals who are not all there, and some of them made some idiotic remarks regarding me. I mean, I mean, the fact of the matter is, let them say whatever. I've been in these YouTube streets for over 3 years. At this point, people know who I am. Okay, so if you're gonna have people that are gonna be easily misled by someone, paying a nerve that they don't know jack about me, well, they're the ones with the problem, not me.
Basically.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
but
why I'm
in
not really
any
worried
case,
about all that stuff anymore.
yeah. But in any case, I'm going to stop to wrap this up. Would anyone, you individual, be willing to stay in the backstage to talk briefly?
Oh yeah, of
Yeah, I could
course.
chit chat
Go.
briefly.
Okay.
I gotta go.
Okay.
So, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take closing remarks. So I'm going to start with my brother from another mother, Georgia. Your closing remarks.
Well, just leave troublemakers to their own devices and just let them implode, and you just keep on with your own business, and then you will succeed. And let's see if we can do that for this upcoming new year.
Okay, well, thank you very much for stopping by, my brother from another mother, and I will put you in the backstage.
All right.
Okay.
Bye, Georgia.
Now, yeah.
Bye,
So
Jojo.
Don Armando, your final thoughts.
My final thoughts is that, you know, we gotta keep doing what we're doing. Can't let these unshaved individuals try to stop our shine. And we just gotta keep pushing. Of course, I made a joke
Mhm.
though, so it might go over certain people's heads,
Yeah.
but it might not.
Well, as always, thank you very much for stopping by, Don Armando. Really appreciate your input. So now I'm going to put you in the backstage. Now, my dear Gigi, your final thoughts.
Nothing. Thanks for letting me up. Like I said, I've been kind of busy, but we will catch up soon. And I'm just, happy to see everybody. And make sure you subscribe to my channel if you've already not done so. I'll eventually get over there and do something over there. It's not my main channel or my main focus, but I'm still connected to y'all in that way that I have that channel. So you guys have a good night, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
All right. Thank you very much, Gigi. I'm going to put you in the backstage. Okay. Now I'm going to give you my final thoughts. I think this stream went very well. Sometimes it could be not much interaction. Today was a lot of interaction. The bottom line is this. 2025, I think, is going to be a good year as long as we keep focused on what we need to do and not get sidetracked by the haters. So just to let everybody know, I'm going to be live Monday night at 9:30 p.m. where I'm going to be talking about office spouses. Okay, that's a new phenomenon that happened recently in the work environment. So I'm just going to share you my thoughts. So a huge shout out to everyone on the chat. A huge shout out to everyone that appear on the panel. And of course, please spread the word regarding my channel. And of course, the playback gang, you're more than welcome to do your thing. Okay. And of course, I'm going to close the same way that I always close. We must do everything possible to avoid the presence of the mentally, intellectually challenged, because if we fail to do so, we will be infected by the stupidity and massive insanity. This has been another episode of Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron, saying good night, take care, stay blessed, and peace.